Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. I hope that you all had some time yesterday to go through the ad analysis sheet and you completed the left side and you watched the Budweiser commercial. So this is going through that left side so you can compare your analysis to mine and we can see how you have done so far. If you have not finished your analysis for the Budweiser commercial yet, that's okay. I would recommend that you don't watch this video until you've finished it. You're not going to learn if you just copy my answers. No learning is going to be done there. So make sure that you have your answers done first and then you check your answers to mine once they're done. Okay. So if you watched it and you've seen the commercial and you're ready to kind of see how you did on that left side of the sheet, this is what I've done for my analysis. So I watched the ad a bunch of times over and over again. I paused, I took a look at some of the frames and the camera angles, and this is what I came up with. So the two biggest ad appeals that are being used are emotional appeal. There were the cute animals, puppy and horse, that had an adorable story with emotional music playing over top. That's how I knew that it was emotional appeal. And then it's also love your family and friends. Nothing could keep them apart, meaning the puppy and the horse, not the weather, not even when the puppy got adopted. So we know that it's mainly those two ad appeals, and I have good reasons why. Point of view is the camera angles. Please remember that. You could say it's told from the point of view of the puppy, but I also need some camera angles and things like that to prove that. So most of it is because it's at eye level. It's telling the story of the puppy. It's also a bird's eye view, which I know we didn't cover in class, but it's just a bird's eye view is an extremely high angle. It's so high that it's like you're a bird and you can see everything. And that's the field at the end where we can see the horse and the puppy playing happily together. We can also see the farmer and the puppy adoption lady standing next to each other at the end, which means that not only are the puppy and horse best buds, but also the people in the commercial as well. The position of the product. So if you didn't notice, there wasn't a can of beer in the commercial. So how do we find out the position? Well, first come up with some notable frames. So there was a close-up when the puppy and horse meet, just before the puppy gives the horse a lick on the nose, the medium close-up on the farmer's face when he sees the puppy has returned, and then that extreme long shot at the end in the field where they can see the horse and the puppy playing happily together. We can also see the farmer and the puppy adoption lady standing next to each other at the end. So that would be the picture that I just showed you in the last slide. The Budweiser logo can be seen on the farmer's hat throughout the ad, as well as the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. And this acts as a constant but subtle reminder that this is a Budweiser commercial. So even though you never saw a can of beer in the commercial, until the very end where it says Budweiser Best Buds, everything that farmer stands for, everything that he does in the ad is what Budweiser stands for too, because he's wearing that hat, as you can see right here. I've already circled it for you, but I'll circle it again right there, the logo on his hat, and then that logo right there in the bottom corner as well. So then when you're talking about posture and you actually look at the body language and facial expressions of these two actors, the puppy adoption lady and the farmer, you can see that the farmer works really hard. No matter the weather, he is at work and there's, the work that needs to be done. You can see that he smiles every time he sees the puppy going off to see the horse because he thinks the puppy's cute. When the puppy does get adopted, he returns with all the horses following behind him. You can see how happy he is. He's got this huge smile on his face and he looks like he may even cry. And this is the moment here, right, that I've kind of paused for you. That's the moment where he sees the puppy and the horses coming back, and he's just like so emotionally taken by it because, maybe he loved the puppy or someone else too. Person speaking. So the song Let Her Go by Passenger is an emotional song. It talks about how you don't know how good you have something until it's gone. The horse had to fight for the puppy at the very end by running over the fence and stopping the man from adopting the puppy. However, there's also a secondary story happening here with the farmer and the puppy adoption lady, because you can see that they're both alone and the puppy keeps bringing them together as well when the farmer's always, returning him. I mean, look at that smile on his face. He's like, oh, bringing the puppy back again. Hi, lady. This brings the people together as well as the animals. They use no-name actors to make the story relatable to everyone. So what does the Budweiser commercial tell you about Budweiser? Why did they use this and not put a can of beer in the commercial at all? The commercial is telling you that Budweiser brings people together, no matter what. It brought the puppy and the horse together, who were best friends from the start, but it also brought the humans together too. The commercial makes this clear through the emotional story being told, while also displaying the slogan at the end, Best Buds, making a pun on the word bud being both a friend and a nickname for the Budweiser itself. So that's what a full, detailed, in-depth analysis on the commercial would look like. And if you feel like maybe your answer was not as detailed as that one is, that's okay, because now you have time to practice it again with the Whirlpool commercial. So what your goal is for today is to now look at the right side of the sheet, watch the Whirlpool ad, and start kind of coming up with each of those points for the Whirlpool Dad and Andy commercial. And then I'll be back on here on Thursday to go through my analysis of the Whirlpool ad, and then you can compare your answers there. As always, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to email me, or if you would like me to check over your analysis because you're not sure, how you did, send it to me. There's already a few students that have already done that, and I put in comments so you can see how you did and you can get my opinion on your work as well. All right, if you have any questions, email me. See ya.